Hello. I was always into choose adventure stories. Whether it be about zombies, time travel, superpowered teenagers in urban town, the fall of Rome, being a wrestler, and many others, nothing impacted me as much as the video game and novel Choice of Robots. In this online game, you are anyone you want to be. You're put into a world in your future. You're a science geek who toys around with robots. Each and every one of your choices impact the future, whether it be for society, yourself, or in the military. Your choice of robots will affect it. What stories did I get? Why did I enjoy it so much? And why do I talk about it? When it began, I had no clue what I got into when I bought it. It was around 300,000 words. An average novel is around 90,000. That means it's triple that of a novel. To be honest, I would rather do the game because it's easier to read and more entertaining. Choice of Robots is huge and extensive because of that. When the game starts, you throw into a world where there's basic technology. Being a student in college, you and your friend fix up a robot. I made mine as human as possible. As the game progressed, and my robot grew as a person, he also grew as a character. And so did I. My choices ended up allowing me to have a beautiful life with a robot that went from nothing to a complete humanoid. Choice of Robots is a fantastical game that gave me an adventure I'll never forget, ever. But how far in the future is this game set? It's never outright said, only alluded to. Many argue that World War III is around the corner. With Trump or the virus, it's just a word you always hear thrown around. And yeah, it's very close to happening nowadays. In Choice of Robots, World War III is happening. According to my audience survey, it seems that the essence of robots living beside us may not happen in our life, but indeed will happen in our future. If this fictional game represents a true future, one where we live next to robots, our world will change forever. If they do occur, people don't see why they can't be living with us. What does the future look like and consist of when we have advanced robots or AI? My goal is to persuade you that robots in our future should be granted the same life as humans because it's ethical, the same rights as humans, because it's ethical, still provides humans with job opportunities, and because their presence is ever coming more update, it's up to us to give them the rights because it's undeniable time. I hold great credibility because not only have I done extensive research for this paper, but I've also have a friend named Zachary. Zachary is huge into robots and is trying to make his own AI system right now. So we've been having talks and stuff about that. So that's it. To begin, the word ethical means word ethical from Merriam-Webster means relating to moral principles or the branch of knowledge dealing with these. When we have ethics, it means we have morals and ideas. What is right, what is wrong. Is it right or wrong to kill a person? Is it right or wrong to take away the life we granted for someone? Is it right to take away the life of a sentient being? At one point in time, we didn't treat certain people as humans. Think back to the ancient days of slavery. Think back to slavery. We considered people to be less than human. They're objects. But soon enough, we gave them rights. They deserved life because they wanted life. Same thing considered with robots. According to the journal, academic journal Go Gale, an article titled AI Military Robots by Patrick Lynn, he argues that in warfare, robots would and could play a bigger role in saving lives and be little killing machines, especially stating that robots have a distinct advantage over the limited and fallible cognitive capabilities that we Homo sapiens have. Basically saying that in war, if we do have robots, they can change our lives forever and save human lives, because they don't actually human lives, and also PTSD is not a problem. However, Patrick also argues that technology is a double-edged sword. That the U.S. and other countries can control the robots, put life into them, tactics, and put them back in the country and take over the world. Soon enough, he also argues that there will be autonomous robots in the future, basically meaning ethical. Because if we have ethical robots, it'll make military even better. Patrick also lists several future goals of robot conflict, which would give robots literal life, allowing robots to live by their own. On another note, bots should pose no fear to order in life. We all exist. Robotic jobs can work right beside us. One basically saying that we can work aside from robots, and this is why. One study by Jose Vargan and other psychologists studied the idea about children important nonverbal contact communication, creating a bot called the StirBot. Joseph finds out between children learning from these robots versus humans, from the bots a good teacher to kids, but can't fully give them what they need to learn, meaning that a meaning that a bot and a teacher could co-work together and teach in a far better manner. Thus, having a robotic partner does not discount the essential of the actual human. Basically saying that robots cannot work as well as they could with a human, nor could a human work and be as efficient as a robot. Therefore, they should all be together. They should work together and fill the bad voids they're doing. So clearly, if we have robots, we don't have to worry about taking over our jobs. Which, if you see my my visual aids if you see my visual aids, understand, because it shows up. Visual aids, pretty sure, it show like the idea of like over time robots are taking over our jobs basically. So to say, if you give them rights before that happens, it'll stop that. Another study by Arnold Brown and opposing viewpoints argues employment that robots are forthcoming no matter what. As robots advance, people find that more and more smart robots help in the workplace, like the social bots mentioned and aforementioned. In Japan and Korea, robots are just like people. They work in factories and work just like people. Arnold also states that robots will continue to the point where they look and act like human, and thus ask for rights and fairness. Which goes back to just robots, whereas my robots, as I made, just look exactly like humans. Which could be seen if you look at certain views online. There is a YouTube video of a man controlling a robot with a female. Also, check out something called Eevee. Eevee's basically this robot that everyone talks to. It learns and bases everything to talk to him. So it's basically an AI. It learns when people talk to him. If you talk to him, you can have maybe an endless conversation with them. That's how close we are to actually having robots. Overall, humans and robots can coexist. Both deserve rights because they can help and not hinder people at work. This leads to the final point. The future essence of bots in our lives will come, no matter what and no matter what we do. Robots are just our future. The final source about artificial intelligence from Gale, opposing viewpoint, details that the idea of a bot is not one that people fear. It isn't like Terminator or those videos off YouTube. Don't be scared. But they are programmed as people. Therefore, people giving them lives has intuition, has heart to them, giving them heart. This source argues that humans will create automation, and as time goes on, robots will walk with us. They'll walk right beside us and work with us, even as the future goes on. It's smart to give them equal rights before this happens, so we can help the world better. This whole discussion about equal rights of robots wouldn't have started without a game, a one man's idea. There was one man who made choice for robots, and that man, and there's many people in the world, and if one person has the idea, everyone can. Robots have always been something people have feared, but as time goes on, it is up to us to make sure that when they do happen, we take the precautionary tactics to either make sure they can coexist or we live in a world without fear of them. Thank you.